Easter Rising 1916. Amidst the smoke and chaos, while most women were expected to make tea and tend to the wounded, one Irish countess stood apart. Dressed in her green rebel uniform, boots on her feet, she took to the rooftops of Dublin. Her target, the British soldiers below. Her name was Countess Markievicz, the rebel countess. This is her incredible story. Born into the Anglo-Irish aristocracy, Constance Markievicz could have lived a life of luxury and privilege. She grew up in a grand castle in County Sligo, attending high society parties and even being presented to Queen Victoria at court. But beneath the polished surface, a fire was burning. She was an artist, an actress, and a suffragette. But her true calling wasn't in the drawing rooms of London. It was in the streets of Dublin, fighting for a free Ireland. Her transformation from socialite to revolutionary was profound. She married a Polish count, becoming Countess Markievicz, but her heart belonged to the Irish cause. She joined the nationalist women's group, in Hínidi na Éireann, and later, James Connolly's Irish Citizen Army. This wasn't just a political statement. She trained for war. Alongside working-class men and women, she learned to march, to drill, and most importantly, to shoot. She traded her ball gowns for a dark green uniform and a pistol, preparing for the day the rebellion would ignite. She even established her own youth organization, Fianna na Éireann, training boys to become the next generation of Irish fighters. When Easter week 1916 erupted, Constance was on the front lines. As second-in-command to Michael Mallon, she took charge of the rebel garrison at St. Stephen's Green. From the Royal College of Surgeons, she and her fellow rebels fortified their position. Eyewitnesses reported seeing the Countess' feathered hat sometimes perched on her head, taking aim from the windows and rooftops. She was a sniper, picking off British soldiers who entered the park. She was fearless, even telling a fellow rebel who felt sick at the sight of a fallen soldier, "What's the matter with you? You are a soldier, you must get used to this sort of thing." After a week of brutal fighting, the rising was crushed. The leaders were rounded up and court-martialed. Constance Markievicz was brought before the British military court. She pleaded guilty and showed no remorse. When sentenced to death by firing squad, her response was legendary. She told her captors, "I do wish your lot had the decency to shoot me." Her life was spared, not out of mercy, but because of her gender. The court commuted her sentence to life in prison. Fearing the public backlash of executing a woman, she was furious, seeing it as a denial of her equality as a soldier. Her revolutionary career didn't end in that courtroom. After her release, she became a political powerhouse. In 1918, while still in a British prison, she was elected to the British House of Commons, becoming the first woman ever to win a seat. But true to her principles, she refused to take it. She would not swear an oath of allegiance to the British king. Instead, she joined the newly formed Irish Parliament, the Dáil Éireann, and made history again. In 1919, she was appointed Minister for Labour, becoming the first female cabinet minister in Ireland, and one of the very first in all of European history. Constance Markievicz dedicated her entire life, and her fortune, to the cause of Irish freedom and socialism. The wealthy aristocrat who once charmed high society died in poverty in a public hospital ward in 1927. She had given everything she had. Tens of thousands of ordinary Dubliners lined the streets for her funeral, paying tribute to the rebel countess who fought and bled for their freedom. Her legacy is one of unwavering courage and sacrifice, a woman who broke every rule to fight for what she believed in. Like this video if you think more women should lead revolutions, share it with the strongest woman you know, and comment below with your favorite rebel countess moment. Make sure you subscribe, because our next rebel story drops this Friday.